Daily news, breaking news, everyday news on Prince Amila Entertainment TV. Subscribe to the channel, guys. Remember to follow us on all our social media platforms on Instagram, Prince Entertainment, Facebook, Prince Entertainment, Facebook group, Prince Amila Entertainment TV. We are also available on Twitter at PMilaENT. Follow us on Twitter and follow back. Welcome to another edition of our daily news, breaking news, everyday news. Today is the 19th of February 2022. And so, guys, voters roll ZEC yanetsa pa social media, and I've seen so many voters roll are kutenderera kunzakalika from ZEC, and ZEC is denying those voters roll. They're saying voters roll atomboaziwe. So the Zimbabwe Electoral Commission ZEC suspended an unspecified number of officials on allegations of leaking a copy of the national voters roll and sharing the tampered document with an unnamed stakeholder, so as to suit that stakeholder's narrative. Addressing journalists in Harare yesterday after independent election watchdogs had poked holes on the roll and exposed serious anomalies, ZEC acting chief elections officer CEO Jane Pamiridzai Chigiji claimed the document was obtained without following procedures and was heavily tampered with to discredit the country's electoral processes. As a result of that incident, the Commission has suspended some officials involved in the production of the voters' roll, while investigations are being carried out to establish the circumstances under which the alleged 2020 voters' roll was issued without following proper procedure and without the authority or knowledge of the CEO. The Commission views the matter seriously and urges all stakeholders to adopt a professional approach when dealing with it. Chigiji said. She said that stakeholders were free to request for a genuine voters' roll as provided for under Section 21(3) of the Electoral Act, Chapter 2.13. The Commission wishes to disassociate itself with a copy of the alleged voters' roll that was allegedly issued to the stakeholder concerned for the reason that it was not procedurally issued, and for the record, it has reason to believe that there was convenience between certain members of its staff and the representatives of the stakeholder to issue a tampered copy so as to suit that stakeholder's narrative. There is no record or information confirming that the CEO sanctioned the issuance of that alleged voters' roll. In fact, what has been established is that the alleged voters' roll was issued on a verbal request to an officer in the department concerned without the approval or knowledge of the CEO. The request document upon which it was issued does not bear any signature from any ZEC official. She added, stakeholders are therefore advised to follow due process in making requests to avoid disappointment. In as such, the voters' roll is a public document. The legislator was not blind to the fact that it contains people's confidential information, which is security related. It is unlawful for any stakeholder to, without prior written consent of the Commission, to make use of information therein for any purpose unconnected with an election. The publication of voters' sensitive information on social media and other media circles, as was happening, is an offense punishable by law. The Commission will publish its own voters' roll analysis in due course for public information. Election watchdogs, among them Team Pachedu, have since poked holes on the leaked document and unearthed several discrepancies, including the alleged movement of 170,000 voters from their constituencies and wards and creation of additional polling stations under unclear circumstances. ZEC has been under pressure from political parties and civil society organizations for allegedly tampering with the voters' roll to rig the election in favor of the ruling ZANU-PF party. Last month, ZEC was forced to revise upwards the number of new voters registered last year after the public disputed its claim that only 2,000 new registrants were added to the voters' roll last year. In the same month, ZEC triggered another storm after announcing plans to remove 35,085 names of deceased persons from the voters' roll, 2 months after identifying only 22,000 deceased voters on the roll. Team Pacheco last week accused ZEC for illegally moving 170,000 voters from their original constituencies and wards in the voters' roll to be used for the March 26 by-elections. This comes as Opposition Citizens Coalition for Change also accused ZEC of registering several voters under non-existent residential addresses. In a statement, the Election Resource Center (ERC) called on ZEC is to avail the voters' roll to disprove fears that there were attempts to rig the polls. The ERC reiterates that ZEC must maintain the integrity of the voters' roll while also working to ensure that stakeholders are not intimidated when questioning the credibility of the roll. ERC said in a statement on Thursday. The Commission is on record stating that the automated fingerprint identification system and the deduplication exercise are used to clean errors in the voters' roll. In adherence to the principles of transparency, ERC calls on the ZEC to avail evidence and information necessary to restore the public in the voters' roll, which includes addressing the changes to the polling stations without due notification. And so guys, that's the latest here. Yeah, ZEC needs to be upfront with the people, and people must also be patient with ZEC. And ngatangomhanye kungoda kungokomenta pa social media kuda kuti wabirira what I say. Let's wait for the final voters roll ritangira buda, then we can take it from there. Otherwise chango namba chingonesana pa social media share ma voters varingobuda from nowhere. We never know kuti vanenge editor here zvatwase. No one knows. This is a social media. So ZEC of course vantoramba vachitoti no, this voters rakabuda here rina kubhosaniwa na CEO and ndo pane nyaya yese papo. And so let's wait for the final voters roll to come out, then we can scrutinize it, then we can verify and also ask them kuti kuapa say pakadai so. And so let's wait for them and let's give them time to sort out their house. And so this is a daily news, breaking news on Prince Miller Entertainment TV. Remember guys to like, share, comment and follow us on all our social media platform. And yes, they still need to give us information, and ZEC still need to give us information. At the same time, they still need to restore the trust and to the people. Their credibility yagara yakakosha, and that credibility zvakare yagara in question. Many people vanoti ZEC inongoriga my elections, and although they said kana mune information regarding to us rigging in any election, you can come to us motuzoti pakati makariga and but sinei they need to be upfront with the people. They need to show us kuti zvifamba sei koko, and so that people knows the procedures are kuitwa. At the same time, why people are being moved from one constituency unoiswa kune constituency, maboundaries akuchinja zvekufamba sei, and all those things people needs to know. And so guys, wanna keep you in the loop regarding to nyaya ZEC, because pa social media tikona ma voters roll akawanda ringotenderera ma streets achaziva kuti zvekufamba sei kwakwanika. So let's wait for the final voters roll rinobva ku ZEC ringe rakasiyaniwa na CEO wacho, and because iri rakabuda iri of course rikunzi akachinjwa vanhu kuti asese maybe munhu akaedita kana kuti maybe apana zviri kuitika ikoko, no one knows. Apana rules what chiri kunyasoitika. So let's wait for the final voters roll, then totangira ipapo. And so we urge each and every person to go out there and register to vote. And kana wavhota kudhara mavhota in 2018, you still need to go and check your name, your address, kuona kuti uchiri pa address ipapo here, and again zita rako richirimo here, because we've heard so many stories, people saying kuti zita rangu harisisimo but ndakavhota in 2018 zviri kufamba sei. And so we need to go and recheck again, and we need to urge all the people, everybody, to go out and register to vote. Yes, zvakakosha guys, we need to do that. And so guys, this is our daily news, breaking news, everyday news on Prince Miller Entertainment TV. Bless up.